All right, welcome to season 2 of the 30-degree challenge, which is what I'm calling it. New route set on the 30-degree wall with the goal of just trying to be able to climb it. I always set one route on this wall as close to my limit as it possibly can be, wherever that is at currently. So very slopey route. The goal is to go ahead and climb that. Along with that, I have some nice black solid holds that I'll be putting up a second circuit onto there as I go, just as a crimpy example of like a good way to train for outdoor climbing, because these are actual stone holds. So they're actually made of granite or gabbro, something like that. But that's the goal for today. I'm gonna warm up, start building this, and try to do each one of the moves on that. Like I said, it's right at my limit. So I'll need to have a really good day, and I had a really intense squat day yesterday. It's gonna make it pretty hard for me to finish this thing today, but we'll see what I can do. Who knows how long this season's gonna last. So this is season 2. I just completed season 1, last climbing session, and put up this route. So I'm gonna try and do each one of the moves, see where I can get. Shoulders warming up. Wow, my legs are sore, like real sore. All right, I am about 10 minutes into my warm-up. Just climbing around on the flat wall. Time to try to do each one of the 30-degree route rules, or route moves. We'll see. That's just the goal, is I just want to try to get each one. So I'm just going to break it down, do a single one in sequence, do the next one, do the next one, and do the next one. And that's the journey I'm going to take you guys along with. So starting with move 1. Try that one more time. Wow. Good. So first move is 2 very slopey holds. Right hand is especially bad, which is a bummer because you've got to hang on to it hard to get up to that left hand first move. Left foot, just a little bit slippery. And I was surprised that it honestly took me a couple tries. That's the easiest move in this entire section. So, you know, if that's any omen for what today is going to be like, I'm a little worried. But, you know, managed to stick it, keeping your hand fully turned. And you can see it on the 3rd attempt. Made a big difference in terms of getting the move and being able to stick it and be stable. Plus, keeping my hips in closer to the wall was a big change. Ah! Closer. That close. So even though I wasn't able to stick it, I did figure out a couple things about this move. Starting off, if you go too dynamic into it, the force of yourself falling down is just going to jut you right off of it. Number two, there's very distinct divots in this hole that you've got to shoot for, and you'll catch it with these 3 fingers and then be able to pinch with the right thumb. So you'll be able to hit it and your body is going to turn off, but if you haven't jumped super hard and you hit that spot right, you'll be able to swing off and stick it. So that's what I've learned on that move. On to the final 2. All right, on to the final 2. Whoa, that's hard. Much worse. I'm about 45 minutes into this session and powerful moves are getting harder and harder to do. So I think that is going to be it for the 30-degree wall. I do want to also show you what I've been building on the flat wall. I've got another circuit built up. It gets a little more confusing the more holds you get onto it, but this route is crimpy, very, very tiny holds. I'll show you a couple of them, spotlighting them, but this should be a harder circuit. I designed it to go up and then around and down, and then you can repeat it and go up and down on the other side, just so that you have 2 different variants, or you can just keep rainbowing back and forth on it. So I'll show you that really quick, but then that'll be it. Definitely made some good progress on it. This is hard though, so might be a couple episodes. I definitely need to keep myself motivated to eat right so that I'm, keep myself in best physical shape that I can. Very, very crimpy holds. You can see fingertips up here, this one right here, fingertips. And these ones right here are some of my favorite holds that I have. A little bit bigger, but that initial climb I'm really excited about. All right, let's see how this flows. Oh, nice. Actually made it to where I've got multiple paths that I can take. Not even by design. I was hoping for just an arch and got more. Sweet. 50 minutes in at this point, and it's been a great session. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time climbing on that, but I think that's where I'll leave this video. Episode 1 of season 2, the 30-degree challenge. It's gonna be a long one. I'm hoping under 10 sessions would be awesome, but I don't know. The second move feels doable, but the next 2 moves, topping it out, they feel real hard, real hard. So I think maybe if I get to 10 sessions, then I can change one of the holds, maybe drop it down just so that I can move on to the next season. But let me know if you made it this far, what you think, if I should keep it there and suffer or what. But that'll be it. Have a good one.